Good.
Max.
Good evening for you, right, Max?
Yes, that's right. Good morning to you, Hoon.
Yeah. Good morning and good evening. So I'm here with Max. So not K, right? So you go by name by Max, correct?
That's it. Yeah,
Okay,
Max.
Max. So Max from UK, Cambridge area. So so did you okay? So how did you start this step down basket? So what's the history behind that? Love to hear from you.
Yeah, sure. I started a Kickstarter, and in that
Okay.
Kickstarter, it explains it a little bit.
Okay.
Which was, I guess, I'm a bit of an industrial designer and tinkerer,
Okay.
and a bit of a hobby for coffee. So,
Okay.
decided I was going to try and develop a manual coffee maker, which was, um, I'll just bring it up here.
Yeah.
Uh, this, which was this kind of thing. So
Oh.
I started developing this, right? And
Okay, so hold on a
I,
second. So that is the pump on the top? Is that pump?
that's right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
this is kind of a pumping thing.
Yeah.
A few times. Fit a normal 58 millimeter portafilter in
Okay.
here. Hot water. Um,
Okay.
the thing at the time that I was trying to solve, I maybe saw an opportunity with manual espresso makers was hot temperatures and
Yes.
maintaining them.
Yep.
So a lot of the kind of machines that you can see were, I don't know, I got the impression from reading reviews and stuff that it was
Hmm.
quite difficult to get the right temperature. So I did that.
Okay.
It took about two or 3 years of working on it.
Okay.
And as part of that, I started comparing it to other machines. And
Yep.
the Flair Pro was
Hmm.
then one. I kind of made the two copies next to each other, my machine, the Flair
Yep.
Pro. And the Flair Pro, it was difficult to get a good temperature control, but
Yes.
the coffee still tasted really good.
Hmm.
So I was a bit confused, and I had this idea of that it might be to do with the basket that the Flair Pro
Okay.
has, which is a
Okay.
46 mil basket.
That's right.
And
You're
then
right.
yeah, so then I decided to make a fair comparison. I drilled a hole into a 58 millimeter basket and
Uh-huh.
fit the Flair Pro basket
Oh,
inside.
so that's how you started.
Yeah, and then my mind was blown because I would do two coffees next to each other exactly the
Okay.
same way,
Wow.
and it really the sweetness really hit me. So I'm probably not like a tasting expert, right? But
Sure.
the fact that I could taste a real
Exactly.
difference,
Yeah, yeah. Tell the difference.
yeah,
Correct.
yeah. So what have you got there? Have you got is that?
That's your basket.
Oh, that's my one. Okay, cool. I thought it was maybe
Yeah.
another one, but
No.
that's awesome. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
this
then
is
I
it.
guess yeah. There you go. Yeah, cool.
Okay, so that's how you
Um,
started. And how long you been doing it?
so I guess the manual coffee maker for about 3 years. It's kind of more like a
Okay.
hobby, really.
Okay.
Uh, just a bit of fun, you know.
Hmm.
And then the basket itself, I kickstarted
Okay.
just at the end of April.
Oh, end of April.
Yeah.
So
So
is that pretty much sold out now or
yeah, yeah. So the whole Kickstarter is finished now,
okay?
and then I'm now selling on the website
Website.
graph.coffee.
Get it.
Um, yeah. So yeah, it's been a fun journey.
Okay, so let me ask, so are you producing in UK or China?
It's made in China.
Okay.
Yeah, and so when I started the Kickstarter, I guess the first thing I did was before the Kickstarter was kind of got
Hmm.
some quotes from different companies,
Yep.
give me a bit of a sense, and then based my Kickstarter off that with the pricing.
Okay.
Um, uh, Quite amazing in the end, I think that sort of within about 2-3 weeks, they managed to
Mhm.
effectively make what you have in your hand there as the first prototype.
Okay, so let me ask you,
Um,
so comes the number of holes on the bottom. Okay, how'd you come
yeah,
up with that? Okay, so how do you determine how many holes you want to put it in?
yeah, so I went for the 0.3 millimeter as the kind of, I guess,
Okay.
known standard across many
Okay.
baskets.
Okay.
And then I think it's a pitch of 1.2 or so, which is broadly based on a lot of baskets you see out there.
Okay. Yep.
Um, the thing I noticed was maybe that, with high extraction profile baskets where
Yeah.
it goes right to the edge,
Yep.
I kind of decided not to do that fully with this one for a couple
Okay.
of reasons. One of them is just it
Okay.
just tasted great as it was,
Okay.
so I didn't want to mess with that. Although it's maybe something to do in the future, just to kind of really learn a bit more about it.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and then the other one was a bit of a taper to make the knockout.
Okay.
So in my mind, it's quite a versatile basket.
Hmm.
It's sort of easy to use. It is not super fussy about the
Yep.
grind setting. You can get the coffee out, no problem. So yeah,
Oh, so are you planning on tweaking this?
always,
Okay. That's good.
always. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. So I guess at the moment I've been a little busy with logistics, trying to
Okay.
get stuff to different places and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, certainly working on it. There is as a bit of a nod to other things. There are quite a
Oh
few different
goodness.
versions.
Okay. So okay,
And
hold on. So what's the height of this?
so that one was it 33 centimeters? I can't quite remember exactly, but
Okay. And
yeah,
you have even taller ones as well?
yeah. So I got this one here, so it's now narrower, taller.
Yeah.
The
Narrow
concept,
even.
the slight concept with the narrower was
Okay.
I got some requests from a few people to go
Okay.
for lower dose volumes. So you could, if you accept that you have the headspace, you could now
Yes.
go 7, 8, 9 grams and have a similar kind of puck depth ratio as on this one, but for
No kidding.
half for single shot.
Okay, for this one, I do about 19 to 20 gram. I still have some
Yeah.
headspace left as well.
Yes. Yeah. So this one's up to 22. I
22.
tend to go 19 grams out of habit, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, that seems to work well. But yeah, I can do 22.
Is
All
and is
yeah. So go.
any way you can lower the spacing between? Because I feel like you have to have water to even feel it. You know what I mean?
Yes. You mean at the beginning of the shot, you need to kind of fill a bit of water before?
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh, so this was my biggest, well, one of my stresses at the very beginning was I wanted to make that space as short as possible,
Yes. Yep.
exactly for what you just talked about, because I
Yep.
wasn't super keen on all this water at the top.
Hmm.
Um, but you quickly run onto the head of a machine.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think. I think it was one of the brew heads on maybe Gadget Classic has a kind of rim that
Yep.
was almost the deepest.
Hmm.
And I've had one incident where from one person out of all the ones I sold where it's slightly rubbed on the top. So
Sure.
I think I'm as close as possible.
And then, do you think, have you thought about making thicker puck screen as well?
Oh yeah, how come? What's he thinking?
Because, I mean, this is actually, you know what? Never mind. This is a
Actually,
thicken up because I'm thinking about, I have a Weber screen here.
oh yeah,
I mean, this is a mesh that extremely thin, but I
yeah,
realized, I mean, this is, that's pretty sturdy too. Yeah.
yeah.
They're
Are you
yeah,
thinking thicker because of the water head or some other
yes,
reason?
I'm
Okay.
thinking about the water has space as well. Unless if I go like 20 gram on this one,
Hmm.
20, some light roast coffee, I think I can pack in about 22 gram. So
Yeah, that's it.
so having a little thicker, give you that little bit more space. You don't have to
Yeah,
worry about it. But anyway, yeah,
yeah.
but I mean this is really high quality too, I have to say.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, cool. It's on the headspace. What's kind of interesting is I think once one accepts that there's a headspace,
Hmm.
it kind of makes the basket more versatile with different sizes. Because in the past, if you don't want the headspace, you need a different basket for a different
Yep.
volume of coffee, kind of. Um, which I sort of was learning with this long one is that
Hmm.
in theory, I could just have a quite a low amount of coffee in there,
Hmm.
except that there's water.
Yep.
Um, and now suddenly it becomes super versatile because I can go
That's
all the way
right.
up to 19
Yep.
grams down to 7 grams, for example, in
That's
one
right. Yeah.
basket.
Yep.
So kind of cool, maybe. But yeah.
I don't okay, but thing is, so when I start using your baskets,
Hmm.
man, so my light roast coffee, sometimes we have very hard time extracting light roast coffee.
Yeah.
You know, you know, very acidic as well, really too bright at a time. But since you're using your baskets, everything's pretty much calm down the all the high pitch notes, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
because obviously you can grind really coarse.
yeah.
That's for sure. Because I mean, even my EK43, I usually grind around one, and then your baskets, I was at number three clicks. Okay. So
Yeah.
obviously the tastes are a lot more round, more balanced as well. I mean, this definitely make a big difference in your cup quality. Pretty much I usually tell my viewers, instead of spending money on grinder right now to change your profile, start
Yeah.
with maybe like basket like this.
Oh, that's a
To
fantastic insight. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Really cool, Bryn.
I
Yeah.
mean, okay, so how'd you come up with the 46? Because the Flare Pro,
Yeah,
that's what
exactly. So,
okay.
yeah, exactly. Flare Pro. What was I going to say? It just kind of but going back to, talking about this
Yeah.
versatility, right?
Yeah.
As I was playing with that Flare Pro, temperatures were off, pressures were
Yep.
off,
Yep.
because you have to push it. It can be
Hmm.
quite hard work, but it still always came out good. So I was
Yep.
like, "What's that's mad?
Mhm.
That's crazy. How can it be?" And then also, if you take the background that 58
Yeah.
millimeters is the sort of standard, right? This is
That's
what all
right.
the coffee
Yeah.
shops use. So I'm thinking, how is this possible? Yeah, so then I stuck with the 46 because it seemed to work. But
Okay.
like this one here is a well, it's technically a 50 millimeter. What's sometimes confusing is I think sometimes baskets are named by the
Hmm.
size of the tamper.
Yes. Okay.
So if I was to say a tamper dimension, this would be a 49, which would be similar
Yep.
to all the or some classic Italian
Yep.
lever machine.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so the sort of freedom to explore different steps at the moment and see where they go. And
So right.
as you
So
mentioned, yeah,
go ahead. You only
no,
have a
go
one types of basket right now.
on the market, yes. So I'm trying sort of testing the other ones.
Have you thought about making different types of baskets?
Yeah, for sure. So I would like to try because I think this design is kind of low flow, as in the one
Okay.
you have in your hand,
Okay.
um, with that taper and the smaller area of
Hmm.
holes. So, I think my theory is it might be more forgiving maybe than a straight walled one, but I'd love to try a straight walled one as well,
So
and see
okay.
how it
So
goes.
so that's a different baskets with more forgiving than this one.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether if we make this straight walled,
Yep.
whether it could become a bit more high flow,
Okay.
um, have more holes, all that kind of stuff.
More.
So
Wow. Yeah.
now, I guess copy what's being happening in the 58 millimeter world
Sure.
as a high extraction basket. You were comparing that basket to a high extraction Pesado the other day on your
Oh
channel.
yeah. So pretty much, I mean, I can get a similar result from high extraction baskets,
Mm,
but you gotta dial it in, right? You have to go really fine to get the similar texture as well.
yeah,
But
exactly.
come to flexibility, you cannot beat this one because
Yeah,
some grinder you cannot get fine enough to use high extraction baskets.
yeah.
I mean, like Casper's, right? Casper's is very tricky to dial in really, really fine as well.
Okay,
But with,
interesting.
I mean, with your baskets, I mean, you don't have to worry about grind size anymore. Doesn't matter what kind of grinder you're going to use, it's going to be fit into it, and they're
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to brew just fine. So yeah, no more grinder worries. I'm talking
yeah,
about grinder size. I mean, is
yeah.
that
Okay,
flexible? So
that's awesome.
okay,
Yeah.
so
So on,
do you worry about people is going to copy your ideas?
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Yes, of course.
gosh, since you're making from China, so most likely, I mean, some company in China, they are going to start making this already by now.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely a worry for sure. I think, yeah, it's the business of craft.coffee has a long way to go. I think before one could say it's successful. I think we're still in that space of not quite knowing where it's going.
because I mean, even my experience, all right, even my community, people are converting to 49 millimeter because a decent has a 49 millimeter converter kit.
Yes.
People are already going to narrow version of
Hmm.
baskets, and it kind of
Yeah.
like level, it kind of like level shot in a way, right? Cremina is a 49 millimeter as well. And then, like you say, you are inspired by the flare that's 46 millimeter. I mean, I like that too. I like 46. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
49 is, obviously it's going to be great as well, but 58 is
Yeah.
a little bit, it's not as forgiving. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. I spent so much time dialing in and trying to get the 58
Yeah.
to work. Yeah.
Okay. Have you thought about making for the Bravo community? Because I have a strong Bravo community in my
Uh,
channel. So we are
uh,
talking,
explain more. Sorry. Yeah.
54 millimeter,
Yeah.
54 to let's say 44. Is that possible?
Yeah, so actually, yeah, Breville, yeah, you're right. I when I did the Kickstarter, there was a few people asking for that
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 54 millimeters, and then down to maybe 46 or something.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got the slight thing around cash flow at the moment.
Okay.
Is that I sort of need to support this one at the moment, get things going.
And to get some
But
cash going.
yeah, so then I can then invest in yeah, a Breville or whatever, other kinds of uh, baskets. That'd be cool. Yeah, really cool.
So
And
Max, are
possibly
you
also single size
sure?
baskets as well. So 8 grams.
Are you doing this full time right now? Or
No, no. So
okay.
it's
So you have full time
I'm
job.
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, it's like the spare room CEO at the moment. But it would be nice to make it a real thing. Although the other job's good as well. So,
I mean, so this is your passion project then, right?
yes, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But
exactly that.
but at least you're not losing money though at this point, correct?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was my whole. That's one of my
Good.
founding principles. Try not
Okay.
to lose. Maybe
Good.
that's the wrong way to go, but
Hey, that's okay. You have to start somewhere, right? So, okay. So the fact is, you're not losing your money, but you need to expand, right? I mean,
Mhm.
did you do any kind of patent for this, or is that patent pending, or nothing like that? We just come up with the product.
Um, I am working on some patent pending, but more around the accessories.
Okay.
So things like yeah, the funnels and a few other things I'm working on at the moment that might make it better.
Man, but you
Um,
know what? Your funner is a fantastic. I mean, people wants to. If you're planning on buying, where's your funnel go? Here we go. If you're planning on buying step down basket, you need this funnel. This thing is pretty awesome.
all
Okay.
right, awesome, thank you.
Yeah, because I mean, this thing is a fit right into your basket as well. Just go into that 46 millimeter section. So I don't have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
worry about the side yeah,
yeah,
especially magnetic. Yeah, you
yeah,
did
yeah.
really good job on it. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
And then what I usually do is I use your temper, just go straight down, just temp it.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's my
Awesome.
current workflow right now. But people are asking some kind of a self-leveling temper.
Oh
Okay.
yes, here we go. This is a perfect time for that. So first unveiled ever on your channel,
Oh,
huh? It'll probably be
wow.
about 2 weeks till it's available, but I'm working
Okay.
on it. So the idea with this one is it's longer
Yes.
to get through the funnel that you were just highlighting.
Oh, wow. So you already have it.
So if we put that on there, this
Yep.
thing goes on top of the
Right on.
funnel.
Oh, wow. That's
So
fantastic, buddy.
you can push all the way through.
Man.
And that's as my friend who reviews these for me helps me.
Yeah.
He said it was his quote was it's a quality of life improver.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. A
Oh,
QL.
wow. That's good. So where people can buy that? All your stuff, just your website then?
Yeah, just the web.
Graph.coffee? Okay.
Exactly. Website graph.coffee. So this one's not available yet, but
Uh-huh.
maybe 2 weeks time.
Okay.
And then yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, working on improvements also to the funnel. But
Hmm.
yeah, other than that, it's I suppose the other slight thing was I had this little gadget which
Okay.
basically holds your
Oh,
puck screen if you want to as a way to kind of get it out, right?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because I usually tap it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Yeah, So
Yeah,
that's I think this one's probably going to be a bit longer till that comes out, but there
sure.
you go.
That's awesome. Okay, have you thought about working with like US like distributor to sell your
Yeah.
product for you?
Um, no, no, I haven't. Is the short answer.
Okay,
I've got
okay.
I've got a warehouse now in the US,
Oh,
so
good, good, good.
I suppose in a sense they handle a lot of the stuff. But
Okay.
maybe yeah, it might be something to think about.
No,
Because the other whole, sorry, go on. No.
because as long as we have a warehouse somewhere, so instead of coming from UK,
Yeah,
coming from US, so the cut the shipping down, quite a
exactly.
bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's
I think
good
it's the
because
real pain point at the moment is it can take 15 days to get
sure,
things.
yep.
It's not ideal, so I'm trying to make that a bit faster.
Because I think especially your item is not a high dollar items, you
Hmm.
know,
Yeah,
and yes, do you perhaps deal with the tariff on this one?
yeah. So all tariffs are paid for.
Okay.
So it's all kind of incorporated in the price. But yeah,
Okay, perfect, good. So everything is all, mixed with
yeah,
the pricing,
yeah.
people
But
are going
yeah,
to buy it, and then
it was funny during the Kickstarter that the whole tariff thing suddenly came up, and I was
sure.
like, oh, how are we going to get it over the border? But yeah, all went well in the end, so it was cool.
Okay, so I've been playing with the spring. I
Yeah,
guess so. I tried without the spring the other day. I mean, it works fine. I have no problem get the puck out, but this definitely spring makes easier as well.
yeah.
Uh, I mean, so there's no way around that, right? Comes to
Yeah,
spring wise.
that's interesting. So, yeah, I get two kinds of feedback from people. I think
Hmm.
there's the one camp that really don't need the spring or the puck
Yep.
screen, and
Yep.
actually, it still makes a great coffee. It doesn't
Oh yeah.
really 100% need it. And then what those people do is they will kind of pour the water off, maybe let the puck
Yep.
sit
Yep.
10 seconds, and it kind of
Mhm.
swells a bit and absorbs any remaining water. And
Ah,
then you
okay.
can knock it out quite easily. Now, I think the flow through the puck maybe not quite
Hmm.
as good as if you use the spring. But then the other half of people who message back say they absolutely love the spring
Oh
because
yeah.
it keeps a dry puck.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah,
Because
so it's
yep. I mean, keep the puck dry. You definitely have a drier puck than
yeah,
without the spring. That's for sure. But
yeah,
again,
exactly.
I don't mind using it, but you gotta get used to it.
Yeah, it's a sort of extra thing, isn't it? Something else to add to the mix.
Uh, I think is my video freezed?
Yes, it's gone
Yeah.
black.
Max, are you there?
Yo, you're back.
Okay, good. Okay, excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I mean, if I got a call coming in and
Okay.
my video freezes, so yeah.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
mean,
That's good.
that's what happens when I'm using my phone. Anyway, so yeah, so sometimes you have to get used to put the photo filter into the machine. So,
Hmm.
but other than that, you're gonna be fine. Which machine you set up at home right now? What is your setup?
I still only have my manual machine, this one
Okay,
here.
okay,
Um, so I have a classic, a Gadget Classic to kind of
okay.
just test a normal machine where you press a
Uh-huh.
button, stuff happens. So I use that to test stuff. But other than that, I was going to ask you if you have any advice on which machine I should buy because I'm in that place where I would like to buy one.
So much money you want to spend?
Yeah, there you go. It's a difficult question, isn't it?
I mean, but I
Yeah,
think if I were you, okay, just keep using whatever you have, and then once you make money from your step down basket,
yeah,
and then contact me, okay? I'm gonna give you some great advice, that's for sure.
that'd be awesome.
But
And
yeah,
you hit the sorry.
but make sure save a lot of money on this one. Make a lot of money on this one. I think you. I mean, you do have a lot of potential, by the way. Okay, people
Yeah.
really into because price is right. It's not too expensive, and you're gonna
Yeah.
get a fantastic cup quality as well. But
Yeah.
I mean, I saw one company in AliExpress. Okay,
All right.
similar design,
Really?
but yeah, but
AliExpress already. Wow,
oh
that
yeah,
is interesting.
similar
I'll check it
design,
out.
but yeah, but there's no. I mean, the dosing funnel is a must. Okay, I mean, if you're thinking
Mhm.
about buying this dosing funnel, this is so unique design as well. Comes to photo filter. I'm sorry, the temper. Since you're using 46 millimeter as well, so I mean that's pretty smart too. You know what I mean? Not 49. 49. A lot of company makes 49, and then now a lot of company makes 46. So people
I,
has to buy your products or flare. You know.
I must
So
admit, yeah, I hadn't really considered it at the time. I was just
oh yeah,
so kind of so happy with the good taste at the time that
sure.
I just kind of went for it. But yeah,
Y-
I see your point. It could be more efficient in the other direction.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
No, not efficient, but but I mean, if you're gonna sell your temper, I think you should,
Yeah.
serve very odd size, right? So, no one can, because not big
Yeah.
companies going to make it, like Normcore makes
Yeah, it's a good
different
point. Yeah.
type. Yeah, but Normcore makes pretty much every size. I don't think they have a 46 yet.
They do have one actually, which I
They
have,
do.
but yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they
it's
do have,
they have a 46 for flare basically. The
sure.
slide it does work with it.
Hmm.
It has a smaller kind of shield,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
it sort of ends up sitting on the step,
Yeah. But it's not the
which
same, right? Yeah.
which yeah, so it doesn't quite work with a funnel. And
Mhm.
if you're a bit overflowing,
Yep.
it's kind of a bit more difficult, but it does work, and a lot of people use the
Yeah.
and the Normcore one as well.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
know what? Yeah, but I mean, you got to come up with the new products and constantly, and just you got to one step ahead of
yeah,
company from Amazon. That's for sure. So you can,
yeah.
if not, man, they're gonna catch up to you
It is
fast.
for sure a worry. That is
Yeah.
very true.
I mean, goodness, yeah, that's because few of
Yeah.
my friends used to make dosing funnel for Bravo Barista Express, Bravo machines.
Okay.
We are talking about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then a couple years later he's out of business because all the
Oh,
Amazon
yeah.
company catch up to it. but
Yes.
but again, I mean, as long as you come up with a nice set, right? You're not
Yeah.
selling the basket, you're selling the funnel and temper set. I think, yeah, because people need that experience, the
Yeah.
funnel and I mean, yeah, I mean, this is like combination right here, this is it. So
Yeah.
I mean, instead of
Yeah.
just setting the funnel only. So
Yeah. Exactly. No, that's a good point. Yeah, and yeah, we'll see what the next few years hold, but
mhm.
see where it goes. But yeah, trying to like exactly to your point, trying to make the ecosystem work. I think the thing that excites me is uh, ignoring for a second this is a 46. I think what
Yep.
I just love is how we can set the 58 millimeter world free. So one can do different designs, different sizes. I don't
Mhm.
know what other things people might be coming up with, but we're no longer having to kind of always be 58 millimeters, right? So it's kind of, yeah, it's really cool. It's the freedom of your portafilter.
I think that's the biggest difference maker last couple of years. Okay, because
Okay.
people come up with we got a new design of grinders or different types of tools, but when it comes to actually make a difference in cup quality, I mean,
Mhm.
this is it. Okay,
Yeah.
some kind of step down, right? 58 millimeter to it could be 49, could be 46. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't sort of verified this really, but a friend of mine who works in a cafe,
Hmm.
he said you could use less coffee for the same strength. So he was even seeing as kind of advantage in professional places using less coffee, which obviously has a real money effect.
Sure. I mean, we
Using
are
less
we are talking
noodles.
about copper gram.
Yeah, yeah,
So
exactly. So yeah, so even though this was kind of concepted to be at 16
yeah.
gram, he runs it at 14 grams and is getting great results. So
So you do have okay. So you have prototype, or you actually have some samples already?
Well, so this is the one that you have, right? It's normal. These two
Yep.
are the other two are samples, not available. I'm just kind of testing them out.
Okay.
But it's interesting that on the one that you have,
Hmm.
so this was a chap called Aston from Orbital
Okay.
Coffee in Devon,
Okay.
who
Okay.
runs a coffee shop, was just commenting on how he uses it with 14 grams,
No,
and
really. So your buddies are using 14 gram on these baskets right now.
yeah, exactly. So the tamper fits that size. So it goes. So even though on the sidewall it says 16 grams,
Yeah.
the reality is you can go a little bit further down. And he makes a sort of nice ristretto using a 14 gram in this basket.
I'm gonna
Uh,
start using like even 16 gram because I've been using 19 on this one all the time.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna definitely try the 16 today. That's for sure. Because in 19
yeah,
gram is a lot of coffee.
yeah, exactly that. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
this Aston from Orbital Coffee was saying just 14 grams works well in the sort of cafe
Yeah.
setting.
And then
Just a
because
bit light.
you got a very nice, delicious shot. So I think in the
Exactly.
end. So what is
Yeah.
your next? So obviously you mentioned about getting a single basket, single dose basket, single size basket, and
Yeah.
different size dosing amounts as well. And you mentioned about the different tools too.
Yes,
Uh,
that's it in a nutshell at the moment. It would be, yeah. I was sort of I'm still learning, right, from the people, from the feedback. So when I first started it, and I thought, oh, it tastes really great, but it was kind of
hmm.
mostly me and a friend.
Yep.
But then as you hear more coming in, I guess maybe I'm trying to see whether it is actually a good idea.
Hmm.
And then it'd be nice if it is actually a good idea to sort of build it out if possible. But
I mean,
I understand there'll be competition there.
only thing I can see is it just make sure easier to buy your products. That's it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay.
Just to have them easier to buy it and fast, because I don't see anybody going to return this product. I mean,
Okay.
you got nothing to return in a way. I mean, you're gonna have a good tasting cup of coffee. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So you don't have to worry about a lot of return rate either. So I think you are in a good place right now.
Oh, this reminds me. I was just thinking. I've
Hmm.
started mixing decaf with other beans,
Yeah.
um, because it's not as sensitive in making coffee like the 58. You can actually
Yeah.
mix different beans. Turns out, and it still makes good coffee. So if I'm in the mood for just a half calf,
Half cap, sure.
I can literally just mix the two beans,
Yep.
nothing special going on, put them through the grinder, and make a coffee that way, which is phenomenal, right? It's like
You know,
wow.
you know what? I might do that today. I think might make myself a half cat using your basket later
There you
this
go.
afternoon. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Hold on
Yeah,
a second.
that'll
Yeah,
come
we
to-
have comments here. Let's see. Russell is talking about the 54 millimeter basket. Okay, step down. We have a lemon say there may be something we can take from the pressurized baskets.
yeah. I think
I
that's
don't,
interesting.
yeah, the pressurized basket. I don't know about pressurized basket though, because
Yeah,
pressurized basket is not exactly like true espresso anyway.
no, you're right. I think I think what would be weird about the pressurized basket, I guess, is that little hole at the end that will kind of
Yeah,
do
yeah,
something to the crema. However, I think the theory is very good from A Lemon,
sure.
which is
Yeah.
you could put any kind of grind size in a pressurized portafilter,
Yes.
and
Yep.
I suppose in theory, try different things. But yeah, I used to have a sort of pressurized basket when I first started out, and it I did. You know, you buy the coffee from the supermarket, which the grocery
Sure.
store, which is way too coarse and
Yep.
old, so it never really yielded good results.
Mhm.
But it's an interesting idea to kind of put nice fresh beans in and see
Sure.
what.
I mean, if people are willing to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on your coffee machines and grinders, the last thing
Yeah,
you want to do is pre-grind coffee. So, you
yeah,
know what I
learn
mean?
that the hard way.
I mean, that's all about your is all subjective. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
even that's the reason why I like Bravo machines.
Mhm.
It does comes with the pressurized baskets. Okay, it
Yes.
does come to the pressurized basketball Bravo machine for that reason because
Mhm.
time to time people buy gifts, pre-ground
Ye-
coffee, but
Yes.
it does work, but it's not the same. Okay, it's not
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I tried the pre-ground sort of store-bought coffee in this really tall one. So this is
Hmm.
this one you
Yeah,
have, this is the tall one, and still not enough depth to get a good pressure drop through it. But
yeah.
yeah, maybe it could be even narrower. On the Breville though, what's your is it a big market? Do you think
Oh
the
gosh,
Breville 50?
I mean, my channel is based on Bravo machines. So I mean,
Really?
most of I mean, besides my live streaming, my live streaming, I have a couple thousand strong followers. They are the coffee hobbyist,
Yeah.
and but my other subscribers, they're all about Bravo. So
Ah, interesting. So you
I
should.
mean, no, I mean, tell you what, why don't you make me, when you have money and time,
Yeah.
step down for 50. So I want 54 to like 46.
Yeah.
Okay, even like,
Okay.
I mean, even like 54 to like 44, just like what you did, right? You got
Okay.
58 to like 49, or like 54 to
Yeah.
like 46, whatever easier for you, come up with that. And then I bet you I can, it's gonna be the
I think I
problem
might
with,
take you on that. That's a great idea.
seriously, because the problem with Bravo machines, people are complaining when I cannot get enough pressure. Okay.
Okay.
Because built-in grinder is not the best built-in grinder. So
Okay.
they're always having a hard time grind size. When I cannot generate good enough pressure to pull the great shot. So okay.
Mm,
I always tell them to adjust the grind size by get the inner burr, take the inner burr out. You have to adjust it. But
okay.
having something like this is gonna be a game changer for Bravo
That,
community because
that is super interesting.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Because actually, I hadn't realized this. Because you're right. Because if the built-in grinder hasn't got the right quality for a
Hmm.
58 millimeter, or 54,
For yeah.
um, yeah, being able to bring it down to 46 might help a lot. Because then you can grind a bit coarser, which might be more in the space of the Breville built-in grind. That's interesting.
And plus, they can actually, dabble into light roast coffee as well. So they have a lot of
Mm,
option for that. So yeah, I mean,
oh,
that's
cool.
definitely, you should definitely look into it for sure. Definitely for sure.
Yeah,
And the price point is just right. It's not ridiculously expensive
yeah, yeah.
because
Interesting.
people rather buy, let's say $100, step down basket for the setup to get
Mm,
different quality of cup than spending, who knows, $500-600 on grinder. Okay.
wow,
I mean,
that's
it's
super
nothing wrong.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
mean, there is the more, I think you're not gonna have a lot of competition, that's for sure.
okay.
Because
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
I know S-Work makes step down baskets right now,
Yeah,
and the AliExpress makes step down baskets already. And so a
yeah,
lot of companies are going to come up with step down baskets. I know you are somewhat first, right, out from the gate. But yeah, you just gotta, push it. Hold on.
yeah,
So Gene say, here we go. Gene mentioned about so you have a 58 to 46, maybe like 54 to 43, 43
mm,
millimeter. Yeah. Is that even possible, Max? Can you make
yeah,
54 to 46? Hold on, let me. Okay, so this is a 54 millimeter. Oops, here. Okay, so
yeah,
this is the 54 millimeter basket. Obviously,
yeah,
this is the 56. So you are going to squeeze to 43 step
yeah,
down baskets.
yeah,
Yeah, it'd be
yeah.
interesting. If you can make that happen, which
Yeah,
means
I
we need
can.
it. Yeah, which means you gotta come up with funnel and 43 millimeter temper.
So here's a question then: what do we think? Is it better to keep with the 46 mil Tampa family so we can use the same accessories and puck screens for 46, or would it be better to go 43? I don't know.
I mean, so here's the thing, right? Because sooner or later, those Bravo people upgrade to 58 millimeter machine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if you want to in the same ecosystem, you know what? I don't need to buy new temper because I already have 46 millimeter temper
Mm,
already. But I mean, but in reality, it's not that expensive. The tempers are temper, right? It's only what,
yeah,
10, 15, $20 at the most.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't think people don't care about spending extra $30 on it. So
Mm,
I'm not too concerned about the pricing, but yeah,
yeah.
comes to, I mean, the reason why I mentioned your ratios are fantastic. 58 to 46 are just is really good, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
If
thank
you're
you.
gonna keep the same ratio, 54 to 43 on the Bravo machine, yeah, okay. But
Yeah, I love it. We're doing some brainstorming here for the next
yeah,
generation products. This is great.
sure, of
Oh.
course. I mean, I'm here to help you, buddy. I'm here to help. Okay,
I, yeah, that's
uh,
awesome.
but but again, but it's gonna be okay. How hard to make that, Max, in reality, to get a prototype?
Yeah, so well, so there's a bit of R&D obviously for the factory
Hmm.
to go through, and it's just a case of they do like a lower resolution prototype at the beginning,
Okay.
and then if the material can hold, doesn't crack
Yeah.
or any can flow, then transition into more production type tooling. But yeah,
Okay.
should be possible, I think.
At Max, sounds like to one of our viewer, you don't ship to Korea?
I do, unless there's
You do?
some mistake or something, it should be there.
Yeah,
So
we have
Hongju,
yeah,
please visit.
yeah. So yeah, you do. Yeah, with they do ship to Korea. So yeah, check it again. Hold on a second here. Yeah, yeah, it'd be great because Korean people are obsessed with the coffee now. So you're gonna have a
Yeah,
huge
should
market
be.
for that as well.
Hongju Lee should be good to go. I sent a few to
Good,
Korea recently.
good.
Yeah.
But so so you need an R&D. Do you still need to do R&D? You don't you already have like format down already
Yeah,
with
exactly. So it's I guess it's in a good position in that I have the relationship
yeah.
with them and they will help me. They don't think I'm crazy, kind of thing. So that's good. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the 54. Hold on. So this is the 54 millimeter basket. So this
Yeah.
is your
Yeah.
46, right?
Yeah. 46. There we go.
Okay. So go in there like this. Yeah, so yeah, you gotta do like 43. Yeah.
I've got.
Because yeah, if looking at the bottom covers the entire bottom as well. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean if you
Interesting.
can do yeah, so it kind of like taper.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean 43 be better. Yeah, if you can
Okay.
do it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool
And
thought.
do yeah, it's do the same ratio. Yeah, it'd be really interesting. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Great insight. That's
Okay, hold
cool.
on. Hold on. The Jeff say, do turbo shots works well in the step down baskets, or is that better for the darker roast coffee? So, what did you result come out? Because for me, I've been using your step down basket on my lighter roast coffee.
Hmm.
Fantastic. I haven't done with dark roast coffee yet. Have you played with a lot of dark roast coffee on your step down baskets?
Not a huge amount, to be fair. I'm mostly in the medium roast and a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit
medium.
light
Yeah,
roast.
yeah, medium to light
Um,
roast coffee.
but yeah, it's interesting about the different shots. So for a while, I did the kind of
Hmm.
5 to 10 second pre-infusion,
Yeah.
and then 2 to 1 ratio, something like 30 seconds. But recently, I'm actually kind of enjoying almost more just go for it.
Yep.
No pre-infusion, keep going,
Yep.
and slightly in that turbo shot world a little bit.
Sure.
And then a little bit, although I need to do more, starting to wonder whether actually 30
Mm.
seconds is one can go 45 seconds.
Sure.
So it's kind of interesting. His friend Aston from Orbital Coffee also mentioned around
Okay.
the idea of doing a 1-to-1 for like a ristretto,
Hmm.
um, and then make a flat white, but then you can actually run another shot after.
Ah, okay, got it. Okay.
And he said that actually can make quite a
Sure.
good milky coffee as the second
Sure.
drink. So so I think that was also almost a kind of a longer
Sure.
shot
Yeah.
again variant, but yeah, I haven't properly done turbo shots. The interesting thing about turbo shots is I think turbo shots on the 58 millimeter again use that coarser grind, so it gets sweeter taste profile as well. So cool things to play with is try the turbo shot on a 58 mil and then try a normal shot on the
That's right.
46.
Yeah. I mean,
And then
because the reason why your longer shot works on your step down basket instead of like 25 to 30 seconds. Yesterday I pushed to 40-second on your shot.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, there's no bitterness. Okay, that's pretty
yeah,
smooth.
exactly. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, because because the coarser grind size is so forgiving,
Yeah, that's it.
then the finer grind size for sure. Okay, hold on a second here. We have what's a gene is let's see. Okay, I had to learn how to use CNC machine when I tried my venture. Okay, my ventures because I couldn't convince people I'm not crazy. Okay, years ago. Good. But again, so this is our CNC machine. Is that CNC machines, all of them?
No, so this is pressed steel.
Oh, press steel.
So S-Works is a CNC machine,
Mm-hmm.
and then these are pressed steel. So this is kind of your normal coffee basket.
No more bad. Oh wow. So this one you need a couple of different steps to make this one possible. So
Yeah, exactly. Kind of
you gotta
form them
punch it,
into
right?
vessels.
Exactly. You gotta punch it.
That's
Man.
it. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Although I did wonder maybe there's an extension to try and do the billet CNC milled baskets as well. It can be better for lower volumes and just trialing stuff out a little bit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So are you planning on going to any like coffee expos in Europe?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I would love to. I have to find some time, and that's the problem for me at the moment. There was one in London at the sort of earlier part of the year that I nearly
That's
went
right.
to,
Yeah. Yeah.
but definitely, yeah.
So what kind of work you do in UK? Are you as what? Engineer, working as an engineer over there right now, or?
Yeah, exactly. So design engineer,
Okay.
yeah, developing kind of products for people.
Ah,
Cool
okay,
job as
got
well.
it.
So
So obviously
can't
you are doing
complain.
full time.
Yeah,
Man, okay,
yeah,
so that's what you do. So that's what
yeah,
you do.
exactly. Do
Man.
do things like bioreactors in my other job. So it's cool. It's different.
You know what? Okay, so what you should do is you just sell the licensing to some other company. Okay.
Okay,
Just
yeah, yeah.
just sell the license. Okay. Just
Scale
sell it.
it, scale it.
Yeah. Just sell it. Hey, just reach out to Normcore. Hey, buy my products.
There you go. Yeah,
You,
it could
you
be
know, I
good.
mean, I mean, instead of compete with them, because you cannot compete with those companies. You know,
Yeah, it's
just
definitely.
hey, just buy my products and just
There you
call it
go.
a day, and then
Yeah.
make something else, come up with some of the products. Or that. So let's see what Russell said. Russell said, have you thought of step down baskets integrate with a portafilter? S-Work has one. Oh,
Oh, I don't know what that is, Russell. What? How does
so
that work?
okay, so
You have one?
instead of here, so here's a portafilter, right? And then you're gonna make the step down integrated. So this
I
entire
see where you're going.
basket is exactly entire basket. Just like, do you remember like Weber come up with the uni baskets?
Yes, yeah,
Same
I know
thing.
where you're
Yeah.
going.
Yep.
Yes.
Same thing. You want to integrate with the entire thing.
I have maybe on a very high level somewhere in the back of my mind briefly thought about it and then got distracted. Yes, I was in general wondering whether one should do the whole portafilter thing, but I kind of figured, oh, let's focus on the basket at the moment.
Okay. The reason why I like your idea because I can switch out the baskets, portafilter, for different types, right? One day I'm going to use this one, and then next day, I feel like using some other baskets, some other portafilter. I could do that as well.
Exactly.
But
You've got the freedom, haven't you? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so you can use that for other basket too. So, but not every portafilter art fits, by the way. Okay,
Oh, is that one there not fit, is it?
it's not quite Okay.
Sometimes
But
it's the spring, I think, can be
I
tough,
know.
right?
I think a Russell's using he took out the spring out so you can fit
Hmm.
into it. But I'm using the Posada one, fits just fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold
Because
on, I'm just gonna.
you get baskets without the step, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Ridgeless,
So
and sometimes I think springs can be really tough springs to hold ridgeless baskets, and that can be a problem with with the ridged one. But
sure.
yeah, yeah, I've had a few people, message me back to say it didn't quite fit in the portafilter, and we sort of figured
Yep.
it out in the end by adjusting the spring. But
Exactly correct. Yeah, but again, so not everyone fits perfectly, but so far the Posada fits perfect, and then
mm,
some other ones are not. But I mean, but if you have a hard time adjust your spring, and that's about it. It's not a big
yeah,
deal. Let's see here. What else? Question from okay. So Jeff asking, well, how does a Max brew his espresso? Oh, so what is your
okay.
recipe in the morning,
Yeah,
Max?
thanks, Jeff or Chief.
Yeah.
I'm, I've got a little bit of hangover from the 58 millimeter days, and that I
Okay.
just copied, but it's basically roughly what I do for that. So I
Okay.
have a DF54 grinder. I went for 19 grams, 2-to-1 ratio, somewhere around
Mhm.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Um, for a little while with the 58 millimeter, I did a kind of 5-10 second pre-infusion just to make that bed a little more forgiving.
Mhm.
So I just copied that now, but I'm recently going more towards just go for it.
Yep.
Don't do
Okay.
the pre-infusion. And if it's over 30, it's actually not
Yep.
bad either. So yeah, so it makes it nice and simple, nice and easy. I almost don't have to touch the dial on my DF54 anymore with
Hmm.
different coffee beans. The other thing about if you with a manual coffee maker was kind of nice is that if I get the sense that it's a bit coarse, I can just back
Yep.
the flow off. And if it's a bit too coarse, I can kind of just
Yeah.
push it harder.
Yep. You're right. Yeah.
And it seems to be quite forgiving in that way. So it
Yes.
makes the morning routine a little easier than it was.
Okay. So Jose is asking how much for the whole set for Canada. You ship it to Canada, right?
Yes, yeah.
The thing about the
Uh,
Canada, yeah, Canada has a lot of extra fees too. Yeah.
yeah. What I didn't realize is the warehouse I chose in the USA doesn't really send to Canada, which is kind of a bit of a. I thought that would be straightforward, but didn't quite work out that way. But yeah, I can't remember exactly what the shipping costs are. So I guess the cost is the same everywhere, but I guess exchange rates make it different.
Yep.
I can't remember what the shipping was to Canada. I think it was reasonable. I think.
And plus, Canada has a different fees too. Not only they have tariff, but they have a like broker's fees or some kind of fees.
Oh, okay,
So it's not
interesting.
like we are buying from send it to US. US you just have basic tariff and that's about it.
Yeah,
But even like US to Canada, okay, obviously you're gonna have some tariff, but you have additional charges that
yeah,
I mean it
that
just
explains.
cost went up. So
That explains it. Okay,
yep.
yeah.
All
The
right.
whole global logistics is kind of interesting in its own
It
right. To be
is.
fair, it's a bit
Yep.
of a mind opener and more expensive than I thought it
Yeah.
would be.
Okay, so what's the best way to buy your products? Just the Graft dot
Yeah, the
coffee
draft
website?
coffee.
Okay.
Like it says on there, I think it could be between 5 and 15 days, so it can take a
Okay.
while longer.
Okay.
At the moment, I did wonder whether I maybe go for Amazon fulfillment, maybe
Sure.
going forwards.
Man, Amazon's that's a nightmare too. Yeah.
Isn't it? All
Oh
right.
man, I mean, goodness, they're going to charge you so many different fees, unless if
Okay.
you go to high volume, make it worthwhile. But for the smaller business, I mean,
Um,
Amazon's going to be paying. Okay, I'm just letting you
all right.
know.
That's good to know. That's good to
Okay, yeah,
know.
just
Yeah.
make sure
Maybe I
do
need to
not sign
research
up.
it.
Yeah, do not sign up until you do your research through Amazon. But yeah, they have so many different fees. Oh my gosh.
And
Again,
then it,
but
even through Europe, it can be quite tricky as well sometimes because not all European countries are in the EU. So
mhm,
then, as soon as it leaves that, then you get the whole tariff thing again, also
yep,
within Europe. So yeah, tricky one to handle. Like if I sell just this puck screen,
mhm,
I basically make no money
sure,
because it costs as much to ship it as it does
yeah,
to pay to buy it.
yeah.
But then if it's the whole set, then it becomes a bit more forgiving.
I know. I mean, that's why you just need to sell the sets. Just here's a starter kit and just sell it instead of
Yeah,
just piecemeal. It's for the better for the overall experience anyway.
yeah,
So
that's it. Yeah,
it's
true.
hold on a second here. Hello, Javi, what's up? Hold on a second, Max. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hold it. You got it, buddy. Yeah, okay, so we have okay, all right, okay,
Seems
okay,
seems
Max.
like seems like your subscribers are also wondering that Amazon might be quite expensive. Interesting to
Oh
learn.
yeah, yep. So anyway, so I mean, because I mean, I own a computer shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so people walk in. I just had to walk in. He's waiting
Oh
for me
wow.
outside, but it's okay. He can wait.
Okay.
Yeah, he can
No,
wait.
no.
Okay,
Amazing.
so what's what people needs to know? Okay, if people are hang up, should I invest let's say $100 on your products? What say to you to these people on the fence right now? They haven't quite pulled the triggers yet. I mean, so what is your sales pitch to these people?
Yeah, I think a better tasting espresso with less hassle.
Okay, the
In a
best
nutshell.
tasting coffee with a less hassle. That's fantastic.
Having said that, so 58 mil is also good, right? Like you mentioned on your channel,
Hmm.
there's a fruit, a brightness,
Oh
a bit
yeah.
more acidic fruit
Hmm.
note, and that's also good, right? And
It's a good
sometimes
thing. Yeah.
sometimes it's a bit more challenging, and I
Yeah.
don't necessarily have the energy for it, but it is
Hmm.
good. On the 46, I've just had those really kind of wow coffees
Hmm.
much more often, with because of that extra sweetness, and you do still get those bright flavors, but they're not kind of
Yes.
piercing. They're there, and you know, when you read the description of the flavors on the packet,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
with the 58, I sometimes have to kind of really think, is it that? With the
Is that-
46,
yeah.
I can actually kind of get it now. I'm like, oh yeah,
Sure.
it does actually taste
Yeah.
like lemon or whatever.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever. Yeah. Exactly.
Weirdly,
I know. I mean,
it's
that's
really
why. I
sorry.
mean, that's the reason. Whenever I do session with my viewers, if you're thinking about buying a new grinder now, okay, because you want to have a different, tasting notes, different experience, start with the step down baskets.
I
It's not
think
going to
so.
cost you a fortune to start it. I mean, so
And
it's
the thing about the fortune as well is, I think at the minimum, if you have just the tamper and the
yeah,
basket, there's a bit of a technique where you can kind of
yeah,
get the grind from the
yes,
side. The
yep,
funnel isn't essential, I think.
yep,
And then if you have a 3D print or something, you could print
sure.
this. Suddenly, for not a lot of money, you can change your entire machine that
Yeah,
way.
correct. Yes.
So that's cool. Maybe one day people will make a machine that can somehow adapt all the time to different
Sure.
sizes. That'd be quite cool.
What? Even interesting, isn't it? I wonder. I wonder. Yeah, yeah. You'd be you just buy the set, right? 58 to 46, 58 to let's say 54. Whatever, right?
Yeah,
Something extreme like 58 to let's say 30.
yeah.
Really long, tall.
Yeah. So this one's 36.
Okay. So 36. Good. I
Yeah.
bet you. I bet you people are going to buy that. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Maybe we should do that next.
Yeah. 46 and 36 as set. You should.
Yeah,
Yeah. You should do it as a combination there. Hey.
we can nest them.
Sure. Oh, it'd be awesome. All right, Max. We've been
All
talking
right,
for
thank
goodness,
you.
almost an hour here. Yeah, thank you
What a
so much for
legend.
joining. Yeah, so much for joining us this morning. We should do it again, okay? And then we
Yeah,
should
thank you
talk
so
more.
much.
Yeah, we should talk more about the 54 to 43. All right.
Yes, let's
I'd
do
love to
that.
talk to you more. All right, buddy. I'm gonna talk
All
to you
right.
soon.
Boom. Thank you very
Right.
much.
Okay, bye, Max.
Bye-bye.
So that's the Max from Graph.coffee. Make sure I'm gonna put his link on the description section so you can check out his website as well. All right, guys. See you next time.